So, what's the status of the Island Boys? You think that them making out kind of?
I think they're trying to get a new audience. They see potential, you know. Maybe they're gonna be the Island Girls soon.
This is how I see it, is that if you are a dude and you start an OnlyFans, I've heard this from like male OnlyFans guys, male porn stars, where basically like you sign up for OnlyFans, you think that you're gonna be fucking bitches and getting domed for bitches and everything, and that's gonna be your OnlyFans. But the reality is that most of the people who are signing up for your OnlyFans are gay dudes. And those gay dudes start asking you to do all kinds of sus shit. They want to see you put your booty on the kitchen sink. They want to see you,
that's the reality of that.
Putting toys in your mouth, like all kinds of wild shit. So I've talked to dudes who are like, no, I have a super strict line. I don't do anything zesty at all, because once you start to do it, like they'll offer you hella money for it. But if you start to do it, it's a slippery slope. You're going to keep doing weirder and weirder shit. But I think the Island Boys are broke as fuck, to the point where they're listening to the comments on OnlyFans and they're starting to realize like, oh shit, like if we start fucking around with each other, we're going to get the bag, which is, it's almost hard to comprehend. Cause like, I don't have a brother, I have a sister. If I had a brother, the idea of like doing something sexually with him on OnlyFans for money is like hard to fucking wrap your head around. But I think that that's really what happened to them, is that they started getting all these messages on OnlyFans wanting to see them fuck around. And they decided like, well, I'm not going to jerk you off. I'm not going to suck your nipple, but we could kiss a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I think it played out.
You really been thinking into this shit, huh?
Well, just because I've heard these dudes talk about what it's like.
It was weird that one of them had a fucking seizure, and then right after the seizure, they come up with that video.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
maybe he tried to give him mouth to mouth and bring him back, and they were like, "Hey,
that's how that took place.
Maybe we can fucking monetize this."
Oh my god! The trajectory of their careers were like, keep in mind when I interviewed them,
they started off gang banging, sex, money, murder.
But even by the time I interviewed them, they were like, "No, we're not Bloods. It's not, you know."
And I cleaned that up.
Yeah, and that was before the Island Boys arc, which I think they became convinced that was going to turn them into real rappers.
Yeah.
But now that, like, what are they going to do? Like full on like gay porn together?
I don't know.
It seems like what other direction would they go in if this keeps going like this?
I don't fucking know. I'm not in that realm. I don't know what the fuck they got going on. I just see what you see.
I don't know.
It's crazy.
Man. It's hard to go back to the music.
But they never had good music.
Never.
No one ever took that shit serious.
But
they really blew up off of being made fun of. As sad as it is to say. And then they tatted themselves the fuck up and just really thought people were respecting them.
Yeah.
When people were like, look at these two.
But my favorite story is how Kodak had them go to his house, and then he convinced, who was at the time Red 4X, he convinced him to change his name to Kodiak Red.
Yeah.
And then never did anything with him or never signed him or anything like that.
Because I think the snitch allegation came out.
Oh, really? You think it was because of that? I think he just like was fucking with him and trolling him in real life in the first place.
Well, they went from gang banging to not gang banging to snitching to they were always beating their girlfriends up, and then now they got the gay shit.
Yeah.
Maybe they need to sit down with Andrew Tate and, get some life coaching.
Well, that is a good idea.
He could help them out.
I'm gonna throw Aiden Ross that idea.
See what can happen.
I kind of want it for myself, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I tell Andrew Tate like, hey, I got these dudes. They're called the Island Boys. You got to talk to him. I think he's.
No, you got to like mail them over there though, so he can beat the shit out of them and fucking
throw him on the PJ. We're going to Romania.
I would go.
I would go too.
I've seen the videos where they make them cage fight and shit. I'll do it.
If me and you were on a PJ with the Island Boys for 12 hours or whatever it takes to get to Romania,
I don't want to go with them.
We're going to fight them by the end of it. We're not going to be able to handle being around them.
Slapping the shit out of them.
Dude, they're going to be making out on the flight and shit.